This is the story of a rich lady who refused to pay a poor girl her wages. Kindly subscribe. I'm a single woman, blessed with a successful clothing shop. One day, I needed someone to iron my clothes. A friend recommended a young girl. She was poor, an orphan, barely surviving by going house to house, ironing clothes to make a living. She was kind and seemed eager to work. I handed her a pile of clothes and went about my day, assuming everything would be perfect when I returned. Hours later, she came to me with a terrified look in her eyes. She held out my favorite skirt, and, to my shock, there was a big burn mark right in the center. She'd made a genuine mistake, but all I saw in that moment was my ruined skirt. Anger welled up inside me, and without a second thought, I told her, "You won't get a single cent from me for this." She looked at me, her eyes filling with tears, and she pleaded softly, asking if she could still be paid something for the work she had done. But I was too upset to listen, and I sent her away empty-handed. That evening, a friend of mine came over to visit, and I shared my frustration about what had happened. My friend looked at me with a slight, almost sarcastic smile. She then jokingly recited a Bible verse I hadn't thought of in years. "Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning." Leviticus 19 verses 13. She didn't know it, but those words struck me hard. The young girl had done her best, yet I'd treated her with such disregard over one small mistake. I realized then that I'd been unfair, and it cut me deep. I looked at my friend, and without saying much, I grabbed my purse and asked her to come with me. We drove straight to the young girl's home. When we arrived, I could see her through the window, sitting on the floor, still crying. She was comforting a little girl, who I later learned was her younger sister. Seeing them together, with so little in that small home, my heart broke. Here I was, someone with plenty, holding on to anger over one skirt, while this girl struggled just to put food on the table for her and her sister. As I stood there, watching them, I silently prayed, asking God to forgive me for my selfishness, for letting my pride cloud my judgment. I knocked on the door, and when she saw me, fear flickered in her eyes, like she was bracing herself for more harsh words. But instead, I handed her the money I owed her and apologized. I felt an immense relief as I made things right. As we spoke, I learned more about her life, her dreams, and her struggle to make a better life for her little sister. My heart ached for her. I promised her that I would support her education, all the way through to university if she wanted. Her face lit up with hope, and I felt an overwhelming joy that I hadn't felt in a long time. It was a blessing greater than anything money could buy. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share.